I'm Matt Mahler with MovieWeb. It's a pleasure to speak with both of you. This series, the performances are incredible, and it just builds along the way like it's on a crash course with some violent destiny. You know it's coming. And the idea, I guess, speaking with other actors, parts were being written while you were filming. Did that sort of contribute to the chaotic energy, that propulsive energy at all? I guess starting with Tom.
Yeah, I mean, there's an effervescence that comes from working on material that's coming immediately off the press, in a way that almost a 24-hour play is like, where you get in a room with brilliant people, and they're turning over pages very quickly, depending on so you don't have a long time to sit with the immediacy of a new scene. But there's also, over that time, you're building characters in a world where you understand the plot and where things are going to, or in some aspects where things might go to. It's an interesting way of shooting and a process. But the scripts had gone through multiple changes, since I came on board last July, I think, and that was when Ronan Bennett had delivered 10 episodes. Then it went through a significant amount of change since then, and we only finished filming last week.
Yeah, they stood last Wednesday. That's incredible.
Yeah, no, it's really close. It's really close to being on set. So I think none of us have had the opportunity to really have a wash up and a debrief after the fact. We're still sitting very much fresh off the floor.
Paddy, your thoughts on this sort of freight train of just constant energy?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. But when you're trying to, develop a character or find your way in a story, everybody's used to getting rewrites and things like that. But and things changing at the last minute. But it was difficult for me to begin with, because the story was changing so much, and I was just trying to fight for the little to make sure that Kevin had a narrative going through it. You know what I mean? So that was kind of a worry and took a bit of extra work, really. But as far as changes, you were just waiting for the episodes to come in so that you could figure out where you were and where you were going with it. I never fully had his arc, really. It was just these vague conversations, and then you're waiting for scripts to arrive. But, in some ways it fed it. In some ways it fed the energy on set and kept us on our toes. Yeah. We were constantly thinking. And, in touch with Jez Butterworth, back and forth with notes and things like that. But on the other hand, it was quite important to know what your arc was. Like when I did the series House of the Dragon, I knew I was going to be out by episode 8, but I had a really great arc in it. So, I was comfortable with it. I'd already planned where he was going to get to pretty much from the beginning.
Right. I didn't really have a sense anxiety. Yeah, the anxiety feels present in your character, and I think it works. Real. And finally, while I have you, Tom, our #1 story at the moment is about Taboo season 2. Yeah. Is there any? I know you're writing it now. It was always planned, but 8 years later, why are you still interested? And what happened?
I've been busy. So Taboo is something that's for me and my family and Steve and I. It's something we wanted to take time to do properly. I've been working for the last 7 years on Venom, so it's had to take a little bit of a backseat, but it's something that I'm very passionate about. So when I have the space properly to commit to it, I want to revisit it properly. So it's never been something that we didn't want to do. It's a question of when and doing it properly.
Understanding, and maybe Paddy.
Hell yeah,
we might
Paddy,
see you in season 2.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
good.
I hope to speak with you about season 2 for this as well. Great show. Thank you so much for discussing it.
Thank you.